Alright, so let me go ahead and just let y'all in on a little something. I just want to go ahead and let this be clear, talk about this shit, so we gonna break bread right quick. First, I have a new artist. I'm gonna go ahead and announce that now. I was going to make an announcement when he came here, but currently it's a living situation issue, so he's not here to actually speak alongside me. But until his living situation is settled, currently he is signed to me. And as I will go ahead and give you guys a little info on this artist of mine, first of all, his name is Jamal. Well, not Jamal. We call him Molly, but his real name is Jamar. Okay, and he's a family friend of mine that has, known my father's side of the family for over 10 years. 19 years of age. He's got a lot of energy. I'll give him that. He has a lot of energy to bring to the table, and how it came about, me and him chopping it up about music, it came as of a conversation this past February. So when I came out there to visit my father and grandmother, he wanted to speak with me. We chopped it up for a good minute, about an hour actually. We chopped it up for like a good hour or two. Just relatively talking about his personal life, his life in general. And I offered him an opportunity to come alongside me. Now, this young man, he's 19. So he's known my family since he was 9. Relatively, he's known me and my family since he was 9. He just recently had a daughter, and, he's a high school graduate. He's got a good job, stuff like that. And I've watched this young man grow up from spending times in the streets with him. I've spent time with his family, and I gotta say, he's got a lot of energy to bring to the table. And I definitely didn't mind, showing him the ways of the music from my perspective at least, because as I told him, I'm not an established artist myself. I don't have a label, a record deal or anything like that. I'm signed to myself. So I had to break it down for him, like, if this is something you really want to do, if this is something that you're after, then I need to know that you're in it 100%. Because he's a good kid. I won't even lie about that. He's a very good kid, and I'm very proud to see that he came from a drug dealing age to a coming of age adult, to the point of where there was times where I thought that he wasn't gonna make it out the streets at all. And that's some shit I can't really say, because I came from the streets. I was a drug dealer. I did stupid shit back in the day. There's no lie about that, And I became a father too, and then it just became 50-50 of everything else. So I told him, if you really want to be around me, you want to learn the ways of the streets, then that's how you want to learn the way of the streets. But if you want to get out, he got out the streets, and that I'm proud of him for. But he manages to find different outlets to make himself money, and money for his daughter. So, like I said, how he showed me that he had musical talent is that he got a laptop, brought it to me, and he did a compilation mix of songs that he'd been listening to over a course of his, from the ages of, I think, 11 to now. So how he did that was, he told me he wanted to be a DJ. He told me he wanted to be a producer and stuff like that. But he said he doesn't want to rap, though. He feels like he's not good enough to be a rapper and stuff like that. So yesterday, we had studio time, him and I. We mixed a track together, and I told him, like, this shit gonna come out perfect, I guarantee it. And I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on, and whatever come out of it is whatever come out of it. And I told him, you gonna make money off me, I'm gonna make money off you. We're gonna be partners. So, like I said, it's the same case with Lord Xavier. Lord Xavier doing him, he just gave birth to his daughter. So it's relatively all family-oriented business. That's what this is, And he couldn't come up with his stage name. He didn't know how to do any of that, so I came up with it for him. And for the last couple of weeks now, we've been producing music together. And I gotta say, the shit that him and I came up with, even I felt was out of pocket, because I'm really not like into R&B music like that anymore. I used to be, but I'm not. But thanks to him, I understand that there's multiple genres of music to go about, you know. And I've always been a multi-genre artist myself, so like I said, I got back into that with him. And since he's coming from the generation of new wave rappers, he kind of specializes in these new wave rappers himself. You know, artists like Lil Skies, XXXTentacion, R.I.P. You know, Lil Peep, also R.I.P. You know, stuff like that. So I told him, if you really want to do this, you know, send me some shit and I'll put you on. So starting today, he is creating his SoundCloud account currently right now, because he's currently off work, and I just spoke with him on the phone. So I told bro, you know, what's good, you know. He's like, I'm fixing my account right now. He's like, yeah, set me up, I'm with it. If you're with it, I'm signing up. So basically, make a long story short, I have a new artist. His name is Silence. And I'm very happy to announce this artist. This artist is very talented, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy that I have this artist under me. I'm very happy that, you know, I can't wait till he comes out Maryland I can't wait till he comes out here, moves out here and shit like that, so we can work. You feel me? And I can't wait till later this year where him and I are gonna go see Lord Xavier, and then we all just put that shit together and we make that shit together. So as I said, we have projects together already. We have put music together already. Lord Xavier and I put music together already. But see, as a constant reminder that this is a family-oriented thing. I told him, like, you be the first person I signed that's not exactly related to me, you know. So I told him, like, this is a family-oriented business, and, you know, after my little fallout with JT, I had to, you know, really keep my guards up with him, because I told him, like, if you fuck up, like, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop everything that I'm doing with you, you know, and that's what it's gonna do. So the bottom line of it is, we have Lord Xavier and I chopped it up too. We have BOC Family Infamous Part 2 coming out sometime this or next year. Silence and I are also working on an EP together. I'm currently working on Vacant World, and Silence is also working on his own mix, which he doesn't have a title for as of yet, but he has a mix that he said he wants to come out on, I believe, the 1st of October or the 1st of November. One or the other. All I know is that I'm going to be head producer of that. He's going to be he's head producer, I'm co-producing. And pretty much, I think once we get all of this out, it's going to be a time where we're going to have me, him, and Lord Xavier are all going to have a conversation about the future, because it's at a point of where I'm making money off my shit. You understand? Like, I make money off myself, not just other people, just to showcase that I'm not about what I say, but I'm about my business, you know? And I'm about my business before everything else, and I'm about my family. So I told him, if we keep this shit family oriented, you know, I told him, like, you can bring niggas in on your side, you know, and if you want them to chop it up with me, then they can chop it up with me too. But as I said, we're keeping this a family-oriented thing. That's what BOC is. We're born out of control, which means we're born off of nothing. We started from nothing. All three of us, me, Lord Xavier, and Silence, all three started from nothing. So this right here, when Infamous Part 2 comes up, it's going to be a time where, like I said, I want all three of us to be on the same page. And in order to do that, all three of us need to focus. And that's what I'm doing, because Vacant World is coming out, not maybe this year, maybe next year. All I know is that it's taking a lot of time and a lot of my energy to be a father. You know, I've been so diligent in my music that I'm even considering putting my oldest son, who is 9, on the album alongside me. So, like I said, I'm making sure that everybody plays their part, but at the same time they play their own roles on their side. So when y'all hear what Silence has to offer, I'm hoping y'all don't be disappointed, but I can guarantee that you won't. Because even though I've had music that hasn't been, you know, the best, I see that, from me, my point of view, my music is great to me because I feel like I've been waiting long enough to put out music. I've been waiting long enough to be a musician, and I've done it. So I think it's time I shared that opportunity with somebody outside the family. So, like I said, keep up with me, keep up with my family. You know, you keep up with me in the links. You feel me? Just follow with a nigga, fuck with a nigga, fuck with his family shit. You know, that's what this is. It's BOC for life. You feel me? BOC REC. That's what that is. And we 100 with that, and we gonna keep being 100 with that shit.